Ever feel like the universe is playing matchmaker? Like maybe, just maybe, there's a bigger plan for your love life.
Oh, absolutely. It's a question that's fascinated people for centuries, and astrology might have some interesting insights.
Well, get this. We're diving into the idea that Saturn, that ringed planet famous for being kind of a cosmic taskmaster,
Yeah, Saturn definitely has a reputation.
might actually have something to say about when you get hitched. Or, hear me out, if you get
It's a
hitched.
fascinating concept, right? The idea that this planet could be influencing such a huge life decision.
Right. So we're going to unpack this whole thing, break it down, and see what Saturn might be trying to tell us about walking down the aisle. You with me?
Let's do it. I'm ready to unravel this cosmic mystery.
Okay, so for this deep dive, we've got this excerpt about Saturn and marriage. Apparently, how Saturn interacts with the Sun and Mars in your birth chart, it could mean a delay in marriage.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a no marriage sign, but maybe a hold your horses kind of vibe from the universe.
Okay, so no pressure from mom and dad to settle down. Saturn's got this. But seriously, Saturn's all about those tough lessons, right? Like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, so in astrology, Saturn is often linked to things like structure, discipline, even limitations. But it also represents like really deep wisdom. It's about learning through experience.
Okay, so not exactly the planet of instant gratification, more like the slow and steady wins the race kind of energy.
Exactly. It's less about whirlwind romance and more about really building a strong foundation. And sometimes that takes time.
Okay, so we're talking slow burn romance, Saturn style. I can dig it. Now, the excerpt mentions these very specific terms, mutual aspects and mutual exchanges. To be honest, those sound a little intimidating. Can you break those down for us?
Of course. So think of mutual aspect like a conversation,
Yeah.
right? Like an ongoing dialogue between Saturn and, let's say, your sun sign.
Mm.
They're in communication, influencing each other. Mutual exchange, though, that takes it up a notch. It's like they've swapped places, each one impacting your life from the other's perspective.
So Saturn's not just whispering in your ear, it's moved into your guest room and is rearranging the furniture.
In a way, yes. And that kind of cosmic shakeup can lead to, well, some growing pains, some delays as you're figuring things out.
Which makes you wonder, what's the lesson here? Why the hold up, Saturn?
Right. And some astrologers believe it's about learning responsibility, commitment, or even like recognizing our own limitations before jumping into something as big as marriage. It's about making sure you're really ready.
So it's like Saturn's saying, hold on a sec. Before you sign that marriage certificate, are you sure you're not signing up for something you can't handle? A cosmic reality check, maybe?
Exactly. Think of it less as preventing marriage and more like Saturn's making sure you're going into it with eyes wide open, a strong foundation for a potentially lifelong commitment.
That's a really interesting way to look at it, whether you're into astrology or not,
You think so, yeah.
because it makes you think about relationships differently. Saturn's message here seems to be slow down, build something real, and know yourself.
And that's good advice for anyone, right? No matter what the stars say.
Right. And who knows, maybe that delayed gratification leads to something even better down the road.
There you go. So for all those single folks out there feeling the pressure, maybe thank Saturn for running interference. Could be a blessing in disguise.
And for those of you who are already coupled up, maybe double check where Saturn is in your chart, just to be safe.
A little cosmic insurance never hurts.
Exactly. All right, that's it for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.